This video is brought to you by Red Shadow Legends. What's up guys, salut, this is Alex, welcome back to the Mother Sauces series. This episode, no cooking, no being judged by no Michelin star chef, no copper pan forging. It's gonna be me reviewing some of the most important videos about sauces I've found online. And I'm not talking about French videos. I made it very specific to review things that are completely outside of my comfort zone. Most of these videos speak different languages. I don't think language should be a barrier for a cook. I don't think so. Alright, so before we start, let's thank today's sponsor, which is Red Shadow Legend. An amazing and quality game right in your pocket, Red Shadow Legends. Three things I particularly like about that game. First one is it's visually striking. It's just like mind-blowing. Second, I love the idea of just assembling the ultimate team of heroes to go and fight monsters. And third, I really enjoyed the thrill you get when you try to summon a new hero. Maybe you're gonna get the one you've been looking for so long. Maybe not. Raid not only has just released the Artifact Forge, but have also brought out new advanced quest system with some amazing new champions, and they are developing the amazing looking Doom Tower as we speak. Go to the description box down below, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you will get 100,000 silvers plus one free champion, Jotun, which is epic. So my given champion, Jotun, is an amazing champion. He's awesome and highly skilled champion that you are given for free. Now all this treasure will be waiting for you right there. Alright, I wish you all good luck in that game, but for now, let's go back to the episode. Let's start with the first one. Cristiano Tomei. He's one of the very best chefs in Italy, well known for embracing tradition and ingredients being very local, but he's also very famous for challenging tradition. This video is divided in two parts, the first one being how to make traditional tomato sauce, and the second one is going to innovate. Very excited for both of these.
Ciao a tutti! Ciao, ciao, ciao! Oggi si fanno gli spaghetti al pomodoro. Gli ingredienti della pomarola sono della cipolla, preferibilmente rossa, della carota, del sedano, del basilico e dei pomodori.
When an Italian guy says pomodoro, you know it's not the exact same tomato you buy at the grocery store.
Il pomodoro non si mette mai in frigorifero, mai! Ci mette un pochino la carota. Questa maniera.
Carrots, he went, I mean in my eyes, he went overboard. There must be a reason for that. And I'm thinking he's making tomato sauce, which is going to be acidic in the end. So maybe he's using a little more carrots to counter the acidity, to add a bit more sweetness.
Amici miei, ci siamo. Sono passate all'incirca 2 ore. Perfetto. E mo famo così.
In France, one of the 5 mother sauces is actually tomato sauce. I decided not to do a recipe or a dedicated episode for it. I think Italians do it so much better when it comes to tomato sauce. Anyways, that's the classic version. Let's move on to the second part of the video.
È passata un'ora. La pomarola ha perso parte del suo liquido.
He just placed all the beautifully cooked vegetables into a strainer that's lined, and he left that in there for an hour. He basically told us that he's gonna use that liquid for something else. I'm all for a little surprise.
Qual è la mia versione di uno spaghetto a ridurre in un pentolino?
It's only the first video and my mind is just blown already. He's gonna reduce a crystal clear liquid that is just packed with flavor and umami already. So he's gonna turn it basically into a glaze.
È incredibile! È incredibile!
Oh, this guy just made some sort of tomato essence, basically.
Sembra appunto un fondo di carne, sembra...
Man, it's exactly like a beef fond. It's exactly like we did in episode 4. So reduced, it became sticky and it's gonna coat everything that it's poured on.
Sono pronti e anche qui, anche se sono toscano, il burro dove ce vo, ce vo.
Man, this is so similar to the technique I used in episode 4. Now he's mounting the sauce using cold butter, so that's exactly the same spirit. This is the Italian demi-glaze. Alright, so the next one is how to make Lebanese toum by Sola El Waili. She was a host on Bon Appetit, but she also participated in some Serious Eats video, and that is one of these.
Today we're going to be making toum, which is a Lebanese garlic spread. It's a lot like mayonnaise, except a lot more potent. Because toum is basically just a garlic paste, I like to start with the best garlic I can find. Another important step is to remove the garlic germ. It has a lot of those like really pungent, harsh flavors.
I read the article Sola wrote about removing or not removing the germ of a garlic clove. The tests were unanimous. Everybody picked the garlic which had the germ removed. Thank you, Sola. Thank you.
Start by making a really smooth paste with my garlic in the food processor. I'm gonna add about a half a cup of oil at a time.
What is that? Oh, I just had a moment right now. You know, these kinds of moments where you've been in the dark your whole life basically, and somebody just flick on the light. You remember the hollandaise sauce video where I was just pouring slowly, drop by drop. She's using basically some sort of a container with a tiny hole at the bottom. She dumps the whole oil in and it drizzles down. I want this.
Toum!
Toum! That is one beautiful emulsion, and the slow dripper, I'm gonna keep that forever. Okay. The next video is El Arte de El Mole. Mole kind of translates to sauce. Mole madre, which is the dish we see in this episode, translates to mother sauce.
A la mayoría de los mexicanos nos encanta, ¿no? El mole es festividad, el mole es tradición, es emblemático y es algo que da referencia a nuestra gastronomía en el exterior.
Hacia nosotros es como parte de nuestra identidad como mexicanos.
So beautiful, so simple, it's so bold to do this. A plate with just sauce and the equivalent of bread on the side, tortilla. They have some balls to do this. You can't hide with just a blob of sauce on a plate.
El mole es un platillo tradicional mexicano.
Un platillo tradicional.
No se como una receta es hasta 30 ingredientes que pueden ser desde frutas.
Did I hear it right? I'm seeing loads and loads and loads of ingredients. Oh wow, so they're cooking each ingredient separately first.
Manzanas. Uno que es el mole nuevo, que como su nombre lo dice es un mole muy fresco. Y tenemos nuestro tradicional mole madre.
The one in the center is basically a freshly made sauce, but the one on the outside, 1,700 days, 4.6 years old.
Puede que sí, porque también tienes ese rasgo como familiar, sentimental.
Sentimental. And the guy basically said that their connection with it is sentimental. I want to go there. I want to go and meet the chef. It's almost moving to see these guys taking so much care of that dish, that sauce, that pride of theirs. All right, let's just work on the next one.
Hello， 大家好，我是王刚。本期视频我跟大家分享酱香头卤。
Look at the color of that sauce. It's like it feels like it's a lava lamp. Chef Wang, YouTube superstar. He's a head chef in China, in Sichuan. He's making Chinese, probably Sichuanese master stock called jiang.
首先，我们来准备吊高汤的原材料，其中鸡可以各选择野老母鸡和黑椒土。加入去籽的草果30克，加入白蔻90克，加入普通陈皮50克，加入香叶25克，加入香砂仁120克，加入良姜50克，加入白芷50克，加入毛砂仁50克，加入酸奶30克，加入甘草50克，加入干姜40克，加入槟榔片30克，加入乳加皮20克，加入黑胡椒40克，加入鼻柏20克。
That's a lot of spices. I'm guessing he must be making tons of stock, but still, there's no way the stock is gonna be neutral in the end with this.
同学们也可以根据不同地区酌情的减少花椒。
You take a look at that bowl full of dried chilies and Sichuan peppercorn, and you understand that first, this guy comes from Sichuan in China, but also it's gonna sting real bad twice.
花椒辣。
Alright, let's move on to the fresh ingredients.
下一步开始制作。
Ginger.
首先，我们准备60升的鸡肉锅1个，然后加入所有的鸡鸭棒骨等原料。
Okay.
锅中加入食用盐1000克调底味。
That's a lot of salt.
加入浸泡好的香料和花椒、辣椒。
The spices. Wow, the chilies.
趁熬制的时候，我们来准备碎冰糖4000克。
What is that?
下一步开始熬糖。同学们，这一步只需要将冰糖熬成嫩糖色即可。不会熬糖色的同学可以翻往期的糖色教学视频。然后我们等待卤水熬制2个小时之后再加入嫩糖色。同学们
So he basically added some dark caramel to the stock, and I feel like this is such a good takeaway. First of all, it's gonna balance out the flavors in the stock, but also so much complexity from the caramel itself. And second, it's gonna improve the color. That's brilliant.
同学们出自起卤水的
Wow,
都应该
he has been skimming scum the whole video,
应该
basically.
不低于3次以上的羊乳。第一，出自头乳虽然比较寡淡，
The color is more like soy sauce, and it seems to have sort of a thickness to it. It's definitely not your average stock.
且非常的浓
哇
稠，乳油也呈现金黄色，且无杂质。日常存放的时候，乳汁与乳油之间不能有血沫。
I can see many similarities and many differences between this Chinese Sichuanese master stock and the French stock that I'm familiar with. The main difference is basically that this is not neutral, where the French stock is trying to be as neutral as possible. It doesn't have any spice, it doesn't have any heat. Most likely in my next master stock, I'm gonna add just a touch of chilies, and I'm gonna add a few spices, a bit more edge, a bit more personality. That's interesting. I knew I was gonna take away something from this one as well. So obviously I'm gonna link that playlist in the description box down below so that you guys can watch these videos again and again. They just opened my eyes and my mind to a whole new range of techniques, ingredients, flavor combination, cultures, and just connections. I did not want to review people doing French sauces because I feel like we've covered the thing quite extensively. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. It was a pleasure for me to watch all these legends cooking these stunning dishes. We catch up in the next one. Bye bye. Salut.